Hello! Hello! Alright, I just did that to wake you up. Alright, you ready for this reaction video? Okay, so we're going to be reacting to a MacDonald song that I have never heard before. Let's check it out right here. No Lives Matter. What is this song going to be about? It was made November 6th, 2020. Let's check it out right now. Okay.
Hip-hop diet is full of guys who cannot even rap. Facts. Media dividing us by colors, white or black. Facts. If you believe in Jesus, these days Christians get attacked.
I like how he goes right into it, the theme of the song, whatever, you know what I mean? He's getting pretty intense so far. I think he's setting up a point to go into the rest of the song. But I like the outfits he does in like pretty much all of his songs, and then also this right here. And also it seems like he's doing the same videography style as he does with his other songs. It's basic, you know what I mean? Basic sets, whatever. But he's able to make it work really well. So that's why it looks very cinematic and great. The music videos so far so good.
If you don't hate police, then everybody thinks you're whack.
And like what he's saying, you know what I mean, are relatively valid or mostly valid, right? So far.
Everything's so connected. Black Lives Matter got so aggressive. White folks who agree can't support the message. Both sides go to war because they don't respect it. Our social climate from the global tension turned to total violence and a whole depression. We could unify and then I'll go against them, but we let them divide us with votes and elections. Hey, the music we bump, all about shooting guns and doing drugs. Hey, whoa. The things that we want are promoted subliminally through the songs, like you need a fast car, you need designer clothes.
I like the different effects he adds in the song. I mean, like in the music video, that's good. Also, the content is it's nice. It's I like the intense messaging that's going on.
You need a rap star to tell you to start popping pills, hit the blunt, and go live at the club till you're broke. It's all controlled by the elites. Put fake news all over our screens, convincing the right to go fight with the left and distract from the fact that.
I was expecting the music video to be like no transitions or effects. You know what I mean? Like with most of his music videos, but I was caught off guard with all these effects and transitions. I dig it. I love it. I think he should do that more often, cause that's the way it is with music videos nowadays, or like the popular rap music videos. And I'm not just saying popular as in views. I'm saying like also in the sense of like that's the culture of rap music videos nowadays, of like having a decent amount of effects, and then also it's like the ones that are tend to be more visually appealing. So I think if he would if he would go in that direction, it would be wonderful. That doesn't mean he has to do that with all his music videos. I'm just saying. And then also, yeah, it can be annoying because you know it adds more work with the editing and stuff like that. But yeah, it's nice.
It's each other we need, divided by race and religion, segregated into teams. You a white supremacist. If you're not, I guess you Antifa. Screaming from the rooftop.
Yeah, that's something people need to stop doing, putting people in categories and then putting themselves in categories as well. I think people need to treat themselves and others as individuals, and try to be morally just and treat others as equal.
Beat down better, turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. Freedom's dead. If you have an opinion, take it back. Facts. People hate the president. If you don't, then you trash. Facts. Indoctrinate the nation using news and mainstream rap. Facts. The government abuses us. It's all part of the plan. Facts. And it's so confusing. Black Lives Matter is a valuable movement, but all lives matter ain't racist or stupid. It's non-black humans who don't feel included. All colors fall under laws that govern the whole country, and we all suffer.
So many people, I bet, like, well, it depends who watched this song, but I bet so many people would get triggered by this song. I'm not just talking about like the very left people. I'm talking about the very right, etc. You know what I mean? Like sadly, nobody wants to hear this middle kind of man. You know what I mean? And then on top of it, a lot of these people who would see this or whatever on like the far left or whatever would claim that he's an extreme right, and then vice versa. A lot of people on the far right will think, wow, he's like such a pussy hippie, wants everybody to, be together, and like, it's just cringe. People, just chill out, treat people normally.
We're all broke and nobody recovers until we accept that we're all brothers. Hey, the music we make, all about big booties and getting paid. Hey, whoa. We watch the news and it fills up our brains with violence and riots and race. Like this is a race war. You need to hate more. Get what you came for. You need some songs about Xanax and violence so you can escape more.
And that's the thing that's very annoying is this happens not only with the music industry, but also just any sort of industry, and it's changed over time of who they would target and stuff like that. But people pick and choose, and the media picks and choose who to target in negative ways. So let's say with politicians, there's a number of politicians that are targeted in negative ways, and vice versa. And then that can be the same with music. There's certain artists that are attacked a lot or whatever. Like I'd say Tom MacDonald is one. Then also horrorcore artists, so meaning Insane Clown Posse or certain other musicians that make horror themed music. And then for horror movies back in the day, and then a number of movies back in the day, they were targeted, like The Exorcist or whatever. But then it's just hypocrisy, because there's a lot of, going back to the original point, like politicians that do the same thing that are, let's say, are like rapists or pedos or whatever, and then they get away with it, and nobody cares or targets them or whatever, and then others they do target, and that's the same with musicians, other celebrities, you know what I mean? There's certain ones they target and then they care about so much or whatever of like doing stuff, then like another one is getting away with like I don't know, domestic abuse or rape or this or that or whatever, and nobody gives a crap. And then crap, I forgot what I was gonna end up with. Oh yeah, and then when it comes to, I feel what I don't understand I don't know, maybe not understand the most, but I feel this is an unacceptable theme too, is how there's certain artists that are very targeted on their themes, you know what I mean? So I'd say Tom MacDonald, like if you're speaking any sort of political or social opinion that's like not extremely left leaning, if you're in the genre of rap or certain other genres, no, actually that's complicated, but then you're somehow like targeted a lot, or at least if you're speaking like this, versus if you're like rapping about like violence, like demeaning ways about women, and then other stuff, you're completely fine, you know what I mean? Somehow completely fine. And then when it comes, and then also that's the same with like horrorcore, the genre of horrorcore. A lot of people target them and demean them. But first of all, this is all entertainment. All of these like styles of in subgenres of rap or whatever, or other kinds of music or movies, it's all entertainment. It doesn't mean you have to go out and do this stuff or anything like that. It's like the same idea with video games. Like people can claim like, oh, the Call of Duty causes people to shoot other people. You know what I mean? Like what? No. So like with horrorcore, like there's a lot of those artists that are targeted unnecessarily, like Calm Down, versus like there's rappers that are speaking about the like similar themes. So like let's say murder, and people are rapping along to it, you know what I mean? Like about like shooting this, that, or whatever, and gang stuff or whatever. But then when it comes to horrorcore, they're like horrified and like, why does this exist? Blah blah, this, that. You know what I mean? And then that's the same with like movies. Like you see action and adventure movies and whatever of like, crime, this, that, or whatever, and everybody's loving that. You know what I mean? Everybody loves watching that stuff or whatever. But then when it comes to like extreme horror movies or stuff like that, they become very critical. They want to ban the movie or whatever. A lot of other countries have banned certain horror movies. So it's just like, it's crazy how hypocritical people can be and illogical. So I think that's a great point that Tom brings up with a lot of his music, is he brings out how ridiculous people can be and illogical and hypocritical.
A vicious cycle we can't break away from. They control the culture, they control the paper. They're indoctrinating a whole generation till the patriots start to hate the nation. The music we love make us dumb and addicted. The news that we watch is brainwashing the children. The viruses, riots, and racist.
Well, here's the thing. What he's saying about the music, the media, etc., is in reality the individual can choose whether or not to believe stuff, to be influenced by stuff. It all depends, you know what I mean? But very well, media in a lot of forms and ways can be quite influential, which has happened in every culture all throughout history, you know what I mean? But yeah, like individuals need to have the willpower to be their own self, you know what I mean? And open-minded, and need to relax and be logical and moral.
Conditions ain't problems, they're symptoms of life in the system. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. The music will make you dumb, the media makes you hate, and they control them both. There ain't no escape. They put the world in a state of chaos, economy crashing and massive layoffs. Black against white, or it's left versus right. Divide and conquer and control is the payoff. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no.
Music video, as I was saying, is great. I love the flow. I love the intensity of the instrumental and the vocals, etc. He's getting a lot better with his music when it comes to his style of social and political issues and stuff like that.
Lives matter.
That was good. Like and subscribe to him. Like and subscribe to me. Go check out my other reaction videos. Go check out his other music videos and music and content. Don't forget to check out my music as well. All right. Thank you. Thank you for listening. It's a pleasure. And bye-bye.